And for me, I think that you can equate love with lobster. Hear me out. Because like lobster with love, you gotta put work into it, man. You gotta get your hands in there. You gotta break that exoskeleton. You gotta get to the meat that's inside. And there's not a lot of meat that's in there, folks. So you gotta savor every moment. And it's expensive. And when you're done, you're like, that's it? And it's never quite enough, is it? And you look around the room and everybody's still eating their lobster and they're so happy. And then you're sitting there all alone with your bib still on, all sad. And on the menu it said like $20, and that's a big commitment. But sometimes you luck out and you'll go to a place where it says lobster, $3.95. And you're like, that's a great deal for lobster. I'm getting the lobster. And then you get it and you realize why it was only $3.95. You know why? Because it wasn't even lobster. It was imitation. It was pollock. It was some kind of knockoff. And it was just a hand job in the back of a greyhound. And that's not the same. And some people are allergic to lobster, and they'll go through their whole lives without knowing what lobster tastes like. And they're like, oh, none for me, thanks. Don't worry about it. I can't. But you know that they're dead inside. And maybe you're like me, where you will take one bite of that lobster and you will say, this is fantastic. I've never had anything better. And you take that lobster and then you dip it in that butter, and then the lobster's like, you're smothering me. And then it stops returning your text messages, and then it deletes you on Facebook, and then it burns a bunch of pictures of you at a costume party in 2006, and then you're back to square one, eating shrimp late at night in your room with a laptop on your chest and a discarded sock in the other hand, and all your friends are like, don't worry, Adam, there's other crustaceans in the sea. And you're like, you don't understand. This was lobster. I'm not gonna go out there and have any old kind of seafood. I could get crabs. So it's the same.